particular club over there in the city of London is really having a time of its own because of issues surrounding our club due to Ukraine-Russia crisis. But right now, Chelsea just have to come out of this as we'll be looking at that first story on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Joining me is Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Good evening, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be back to the studio.
Now, I will be starting with that particular story I just unveiled, talking about Chelsea sale update, where for Consortium right now, as we speak, actually made bid for that club. The Blues, as we know, the things are not too rosy, but it can be done. Well, as we speak right now, the Saudi Consortium is among. Nicky Kandi is also there as a fan of Chelsea, who really believes that club should be with the Chelsea fan, and not forgetting the Americans. All right, now, 4 of them, but according to news coming up, that it could be pruned down to 2 or 3. They want a fair sharing of how to sell that club. But from the way it is, Chelsea, for Consortium, making bid, finally, at least is here. It shows that, okay, these 4 are very serious.
Okay, I think it's a very good news. It's something that will boost the morale of the players and their supporters also all over the country, because in the past 3 weeks has not been really good enough for the club. However, the players, they are doing the needful on the field of play, and they've won all their matches despite what they are going through. So that shows that what is happening outside is not affecting their morale. So kudos to the players for doing a fantastic job. Now, talking about streamlining it down to 2 or 3, it's a very good development also. And I also hope in the process of streamlining it down, they will look at those that they know they may have a problem with in the future. Because I can't imagine someone that bought your club in 2003, employ your citizen. I mean, it has contributed a lot to the growth of your economy.
Personal money and all.
Personal money, over $2 billion. So it now took you over 18 or 19 years to discover that it has, and it's still
an ally of the
yes, it's still, to me, as far as I'm concerned, there's still no concrete evidence that they've shown to anybody that truly is an ally of Putin. All the money he used in buying Chelsea came from Putin. There's no evidence whatsoever to that effect. So I hope that during this their process of streamlining it down, they will try as much as possible
to investigate
and do their needful. So a situation like this will not happen. I heard over the news yesterday also that they are investigating the owner of Manchester City because of his alleged ties with Bashar al-Assad of Syria, who has a close tie with Putin. Also, that came out yesterday. So, in fact, most of the investors now, they will be scared of going down there to invest their money because of whatever can happen tomorrow. So I think it's a very good development. And like I said on the show last week, it is only a bad product that will stay forever on the market. Chelsea Football Club, sincerely, they would definitely get a buyer, but is willing to accept the price, the condition that will be given to Abramovich. Will it be acceptable to him? That is another hurdle that we need to cross, so that this issue will not be an issue that will go to court of arbitration. That no, you can't force me to sell at a price that is not okay
for me.
So that also is something we may likely see in the future. But because of the love that Abramovich has for the club,
accepting the way it's
just
coming.
accept it. Even look at the supporters also. They are still chanting and singing his name. That the British government have to warn them that no, stop singing and chanting his name. They said no, we will continue because we knew what he has done for the club. That is what we call loyalty, irrespective of what happened. That's loyalty. So let's see what happened. Let's see how they go to streamline it down to 2 or 3. But they should do their due diligence very, very, very well. Not only on Chelsea Football Club. They should look at all other owners of Premiership club. Anybody that they know they have this issue with, they should try.
It means from the way it is, even Newcastle buyers, the Saudi, by the time they investigate, everything will still turn back to another crisis because most of the buyers are from outside.
They're from outside.
Even the Americans that came to buy Man United and all that, by the time they begin to investigate too, they might discover that, okay, the money is coming from this or
is it
that.
because when the president of the country where the owner is coming from and the UK government, they are having the problem, the next thing is we're going to sell your club. We're going to. I think they should really look into this, business aside, politics aside. They should separate the two.
Looking at Chelsea up there, well, we just hope that things will be done because for Consortium finally, they made a bid to buy that club. Well, we wait to see what's going to be unfolding because news came out that it could be pulled down. The list could be pulled down to 2 or 3. And let's see who will finally get it now to buy Chelsea. And eventually all this brouhaha will stop. It's been a big one affecting the players, but they've been very strong mentally going out there to play their matches. For Chelsea, the Blues, they are really celebrating. No matter what, they work together as a team. Maybe they change their name to the team that never walk alone. Well, we've been looking at Chelsea, update on that club. Now, let's talk about Women's Champions League. Matches will be coming up. The quarterfinals fixtures quickly. Let's look at how it's going to be. Out of the quarterfinals, 2 matches will be played today. And we look at Bayern ladies against PSG Feminines. We have Madrid Femenino against Barcelona Femenino. Well, what's a big one there? Another Clasico coming between. This is Women's Champions League. And I love the fact that you're actually talking about the women football. Yeah. So Bayern ladies versus PSG ladies. Imagine this in the men's category. What's going to happen? But now this is at least matches from the ladies.
Yeah, if it happens to be men, we know what happened over the weekend between Madrid and Barcelona. And some people said it's not even El Clasico, it's El Beating.
El Beating.
El Beating. So we saw that. I hope the Barcelona female, they'll be able to revenge. The Madrid, they'll be able to
revenge for their men.
And also they are playing at home this time around also. On the
Santiago.
Last time also, they played at home and they were beaten. So what men cannot do, maybe women this time around will do it and do it better. But the Barcelona female team, they are doing very well. Don't forget our own lovely Asisat Oshola. She's there and she's doing very, very, very well. So if you're asking me to pick, not because it is Asisat Oshola, I'll pick Barcelona because they've been dominating for the past few years. They are very dominant when it comes to the women football club. Then for the Bayern ladies and the PSG, let's see what will happen. Maybe the PSG that lost also over the weekend. I think they lost 3-0 over the weekend.
Yeah, against Monaco.
Against Monaco. 3-0 PSG. If I'm the owner, probably it's time for me to disband the team because of the amount of money I spent and invested there. So losing 3-0, that means I cannot even score. The likes of Di Maria, Mbappe, even Messi didn't play, Neymar. We shouldn't be having that. Maybe the female also this time around will try and do what their men fail to do. Because one thing about this is both the men football team and the female, they work like hand in hand. Their supporters are still the same supporters. So if the supporters are not happy because we lost today, probably they will win their own match and see why they will win. So let's see how it goes today. But to me, I will go for Bayern ladies and Barcelona Femenino.
You are going for BB now.
Yes, I'm going for BB now, yes.
Well, what's actually entails here is that, well, looking at the way the men play, so automatically it's obvious that you want to tilt towards how the women will play. But Barcelona Femenino, rather, they've been very fantastic playing this season. In fact, Asisat Oshola, as we speak, tops the goal scorers there with 19 goals for herself, despite the fact that she's injured now. But her team has been outstanding. They'll be facing Real Madrid women today in UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, while Bayern women will be hosting PSG women, a big cracker there. Let's see how those games will be going down. Now, a particular player is named very, very Nigerian. You can't take that away. Go take it anywhere. Talking about Chukwubuike Adamu. Chukwubuike Adamu is a player of Salzburg, but right now Leicester City could bid for Salzburg Austrian forward. You see that? Austrian forward Chukwubuike Adamu right now is interesting Leicester City. But from the way it is, will Salzburg be ready to sell this very good young player? We have another Nigerian there. I call him Nigerian because his name is Karim Adeyemi. So 2 Nigerians, even though they are not Nigerians in the real sense, but really their name shows that they are Nigerians. Karim Adeyemi and Chukwubuike, I'm sure there is no Igbo woman that is bearing Chukwubuike.
In fact, the combination of the names, Chukwubuike
Adamu. Yes, so it's purely Nigerian.
It's purely from the southeast and the northern part of
Nigeria.
The country. So,
and they have Karim Adeyemi
also. Karim
Southwest
so there's no how, if you trace it down,
Either the mom
or
is a Nigerian,
or the dad is a Nigerian, or something happened. And I'm sure the NFF, they are going to start looking into that. Then Adelakun, who is the chief poacher of the NFF, I'm sure he will get into this. And I'm sure in the next 1 week, we'll hear the full details of where Chubuike Adamu is from. So a very good one for him. And will Salzburg be ready to let him go? Why not? He's still a very young player.
But the reason why I'm concerned about for Salzburg is both Karim Adeyemi and the player we just unveiled now, talking about Adamu Chukwubuike, they are both strikers.
No.
And the two of them right now, as we speak, clubs are really knocking to get the two of them out of Salzburg.
Yeah, the question is he going to go to Leicester City, or how long can they hold on to him? Because he's just 20 years old. So that shows he wants to play in Europe top league. He wants to be known. He wants to make his name known. Then, if you look at the Salzburg also, they have to look at what are they doing. Are they doing this for business, or they want to continue to groom him up to the level that he will hang his boot like Lescott did when he was in Everton and Manchester City came for him and he refused to play. When they forced him to play, he considered home goal. They said, no, come, it's high time. You have to leave and go. Do they want it to get to that stage? So if the best for the player, which I think the best for him now is a 20-year-old, he needs to go to a more recognized and known club to really showcase himself. He's a fantastic player. He's a very good player. So it's only Leicester City that is coming knocking for him. We have other clubs that are coming for him also. So he should now look at himself. If I remain here, will I continue to participate in Champions League? After the group stages, I go back home. And they've been the one dominating the Austrian league also. So do I want to continue to be the local champion? Or I want to go to a team or a country that are very competitive, like in Italy, Spain, England. So he has to choose between these three, depending on what he wants for himself and for his career. And for the team also, they have two good strikers. So you can let one go.
And keep one.
And keep one. And work on another one, maybe from their academy. Also, two to join him. Football is a business, so they should just cash out when they can now.
You just have to cash out. Talking about Salzburg of Austria there, about a player called Chukwubuike Adamu, who right now is being wanted by Leicester City of England. Well, another Nigerian there, Karim Adeyemi, is also wanted by Liverpool and a lot of other clubs. Even though these young lads are not playing for Nigeria yet, we just know from their names they are Nigerians. We've been looking at stories surrounding those players now. Let's talk about other players now, where news came out that Inter Milan could be looking to sign the Uruguayan player Edison Cavani as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez has been with Inter Milan, but right now they might be looking the way of Cavani to join them from Manchester. At least let's see what he can do. Why do Italian players like aged old players? This guy is 35.
I'm about saying that. So that means there's something they are saying in him. So that shows that age is not really a problem. It's what you can deliver. It's not compulsory for him to play the 90 minutes. If he can play 30 minutes, he can play 25 minutes.
Let him just deliver.
Deliver, score the goal. Maybe they are okay with that. Look at Alexis Sanchez. We don't know what happens to him. He happens to be one of the most prolific strikers in the world before he went to Manchester United and things started turning. I don't know anybody that goes to Manchester United. They always have this way of something sincerely. So I don't know what is happening to that.
But at least we've seen players that actually went to Man U and they also did well.
Okay, like
Ronaldo was there. He came from Sporting and he did well.
He got back there now, and what's happening now?
But at least the first time he was able to win.
So why did he go back there now? Okay, so what I'm saying now is,
oh my goodness.
The truth is, Edison Cavani is a very good player, but he's injury prone. And maybe the Premiership is not really the best place for him. Let him try the Serie A this time around. It's someone that when he comes in, either he make an assist or he score a goal. His presence will be felt on the pitch.
And he really did well while he was in PSG.
Very, very well. And he's not a selfish player. He's not a player that wants to be the one scoring the goal.
Because he was really there for Zlatan. He was really there for Zlatan and all the other players.
So he's a team player. So I think it would be a very good one for the Inter Milan. And then the Serie A also, I noticed that most of their strikers They go to South America
to pick mostly Brazilian, Argentine.
Brazilian, Argentine, Uruguay. They do that a lot. So maybe that's the reason why they want him. And the truth of the matter is, Edson Cavani doesn't have anything to offer in Manchester United again.
So it's better
that's the truth. The best for him is to leave, and the club. He wanted to leave during last transfer window, but they don't want him to go, thinking that he can still cope. But the injury,
from the way it is
now. I think the best thing for him is just to go.
The best thing for him is just to go. Talking about Edison Cavani, we've been looking at his chances if he joined Inter Milan at the age of 35. Although we know Italians are always very good at buying old players. Zlatan is 41 and he's still with AC Milan. You can mention a lot of old players. I still remember when Maldini was playing. Remember Totti? Francesco Totti was there, almost so old, but still they were still able to do it. A lot of old players who did well for Italian teams, so they are used to buying old players to play for them. For Cavani to Inter, if it's a deal they will do, it can actually speak well for them. Still talking about activities, the world of transfer. Let's look at Manchester United. As we speak right now, they joined Real Madrid in pursuit of Everton forward Richarlison, a Brazilian who has formerly worked with Carlo Ancelotti while he was with Everton. So it's going to be a reunion if Real Madrid gets him. But Manchester United right now, they've also joined the bandwagon.
Okay, I think it's a good one for Manchester United to start bringing in new players, because the truth is they have to let go a lot of their players if they really want to restructure that team. But seeing Richarlison going to Manchester United, I don't see the possibility, because he has this bond, this connection with Carlos Ancelotti while he was their coach at Everton. I know the way it works. I've played with you before, I've worked with you before, I've helped you before. I want you to come and play with my team. And if they ask you to choose between playing for Real Madrid
and Man United
right now, I'm sure you jump at the offer of
maybe
playing.
I'll play for Man U.
You play for...
No, it depends. I don't know how much they want to pay. What if Real is offering me a lesser amount?
Okay, the truth is, a player like this, they don't look at money per se. It's not money that motivates them. What they look at the
prospects.
The prospects. They look at the trophy they've won. They look at what they've achieved.
How can I even win more? Because if I go to Real, I can easily get to win the La Liga Santander, Champions League, and a lot of cups. And I don't know if I go to Man U.
So, do you know the number of trophies that Modric has won since he left Tottenham to Real Madrid? He has won a lot, more than 10 trophies. So that's what Richarlison will look at. That, oh, if I go to Manchester United, currently they are sixth on the table. The possibility of playing in the Champions League this season, it's very thin. Or even playing in Europa Cup is very thin. Maybe they'll play the Europa Conference Cup. So that is something that he will look at. That no, me living here is for better offer, and the better offer is to play in the Champions League. Real Madrid, definitely they are topping the La Liga table. They are playing in the Champions League, and I have the opportunity. And the playing time also, you can have a playing time there, because he's a prolific striker. He's very skillful. So to me, I think Real Madrid will be the best option for him.
Well, Richarlison has been outstanding for Everton, but I see him, if it's going to happen that he will leave the Goodison Park, I think it should be better, like you said. Real Madrid should be a better play, but the problem is, although he's a Brazilian anyway, Vinicius Jr. is there. You know, the Spanish teams too, they like Brazilians and Argentines too. So for him going to Real Madrid, it can actually be a home too, because a lot of Brazilians are there. And already we know how good the young lad is too. So for Ancelotti, it's like, come over here, just come and play for me.
I think he will feel more at home at Real Madrid than England, because they speak Spanish in Brazil also.
And it's even a lot of Brazilians
are there, so it's like I'm back home. It's going to help their team.
Marcelo, Vinicius, and all of them.
So they have them all there. So I think, sincerely, if you look at everything we have discussed on this table, the best for him is to go to Real Madrid.
The best one is to go to Real Madrid. We've been looking at the chances of Richarlison, the Brazilian, to join Real or Manchester United. And, well, from the way it is, looking at the current situation, a player will want to go to the Los Merengues to play for the Whites. Nobody wants to go there now. Well, it's a big one for all those transfers that we just speak, and to let you know that Chelsea, really, everything is really looking good. Maybe, who knows, in the next news I'll be breaking, Chelsea could actually have a buyer. Well, from the way it is now, we wish Chelsea all the best, and we've been looking at all these stories trending. But before we go, I just have to let you know that today in history, Nigerian Green Eagles, they were able to win the Nations Cup for the first time in the history of Nigeria. They did that in Lagos in 1980, exactly March 22, 1980. Nigerian Green Eagles, that was the name they were known to, for then. They won. The likes of, just have to look at his name, Chegun Degbami, he was there. You can't take it away from Emmanuel Okala, Christian Chukwu, all of them, Meka, all of them did well for Nigeria, coached by Coach Otto Gloria. We have to appreciate that. Thanks for coming on the show this hour.
It's my pleasure being here, Adeniyi, and I think the remembrance of the first time we won the Nations Cup will motivate our Current Super Eagles that they are in the team that, oh, our forefathers did it in 1980. Today, let's take that to Ghana and deal with the Ghanaians and let them know that Nigerian jollof rice is always
sweeter and better. Well, it's a battle of jollof rice between Nigeria and Ghana. Friday is the D-Day. We've been looking at the update, and we hope that Nigeria will do well. That's it on 360 Sport. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.